Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Xenonauts 2, Early Access, Milestone 3. As today we keep on trucking, with our very first convoy mission. Cleaner forces are moving supplies into a region to expand their local operations. Ambushing and destroying the convoy will prevent this from occurring, and may allow us to capture the supplies for our own use. Eliminate hostiles. Each truck contains $100,000 of cleaner supplies that will be recovered on victory, unless the truck is destroyed. Hostile units have half normal time units on their first turn. Oh wow. Thus kind of perpetuating the idea that they are indeed going easy on us. I mean, it makes sense for the scenario, but, you know, it feels a bit out of place considering how brutal this game usually tries to be. My goodness, and look at that. Our deployment zone is just pretty much everywhere. Oh, that's cool. I really like the way they set up that convoy. Right down to the makeshift roadblock. That's fun. So, can we actually see where they are, or do we have to set up... Oh, nope, there they are. Couple of armored agents between vehicles. Four between vehicles. Clustered up pretty tight. I mean, might as well check all the way around. Maybe 12 guys? Obviously not much of a threat individually, but I will say having this many guys split into small groups clustered over such a small area does pose a somewhat unique threat. Yeah, because, I mean, we can only reasonably drop like maybe half of these guys on round one, after which the rest will still get a chance to whittle us down. Alright, let's get our sniper set up behind these cars. We'll tuck one on each side, that way they have a good line of sight all the way down, on left and right. We'll primarily focus our guys around the front half of the convoy. Try to kill as many of those guys as we can during the initial alpha strike. Then draw the rest out towards us. They'll have to spend time moving up and leaving themselves exposed. And then hopefully we can wrap it up on round two. This might be a very short fight. Though they will definitely get a chance to shoot back at us, so I mean... Actually, that does feel like a bit of an oversight. There's no actual cleaner soldiers here. You'd really think they'd beef things up a bit with those guys. I'm kind of conflicted there. You know, on the one hand, I am happy to have our guys a little safer. The cleaner soldiers are definitely more dangerous. But at the same time, we do need one of those corpses for our, if for nothing else, at least for our reports. Just trying to make sure we don't leave our guys exposed on flank. But yeah, I'm sure we'll have more opportunities to snag a soldier. It just would have been nice to bank one now. Or rather, a soldier corpse. We will be leaving the cleaners active for at least a little while longer. Another month or so worth of game time whilst we upgrade most of our core arsenal. Since I think it's pretty much guaranteed there's going to be some very nasty surprises waiting for us in that main base. Alright, let's do this. Lead with flashbangs. These guys may be at half AP, but I'm assuming that's still banked. Oh, shit. Okay. Huh. Alright. Note to self, do not throw flashbangs on elevation. Well, crap, we're not off to a great start here. Just keep pitching in. It's interesting because it's almost deceptively dangerous the way they've got these guys arranged. You know, we can catch clusters with our AoE effects, but they have them spread out just enough that you can only catch 2 or 3 guys at a time. Oh, there we go. Yep, they definitely have points banked. But yeah, they space them out. They deliberately space them out enough that you can't go completely ham with AoE. They're still pretty much guaranteed to pop off some reaction shots. And of course, you wouldn't really want to go full ham with AoE anyway, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of why you're even here in the first place, which is to capture those trucks intact. That is actually the main thing I'm curious about, is if they'll try to destroy the trucks once they realize they're losing. Front truck clear. Start whittling down the second group. See, at this point, especially with that mistoss on our first action, we're definitely going to have at least 4, maybe 5 guys still active once they get their turn. So I'm trying to make sure we stay positioned for that. Cover and or shield men interposing. Ah, should have brought a pistol. Alright, that's fine. You suck. Alright, let's wrap this up. Yeah, as suspected, this was a very brief mission. Which honestly is slightly surprising. You'd think these guys would have a surprise or two for us. Like, logically, based on previously established themes, you'd at least expect them to call in reinforcements once past the initial ambush stage. Not necessarily infinite reinforcements, but like maybe a couple of waves, or hold the trucks for X turns until air support can move in, etc. Something to draw the mission out and pose more peril, to make us work a bit harder, because I mean seriously, this is an easy 300k here. Plus, of course, whatever we get from the collective captives and corpses. So, 3 left in back. This is actually slightly awkward. Might have to go into a third round just to avoid overextending. I mean, that would be the ultimate downer, right? Losing someone in a milk run like this. Just because you got slightly impatient. Yeah, well. Oh, crap. I forgot about you. Well, that would have been awkward. Get out of here. I mean, ultimately, we would have still spotted him. You know, I mean, we had to move Zarmal up anyway. But it just goes to show you really do need to watch those blind spots. Ooh, there were 3 back there. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait. 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 Okay. Yeah, now we're done. Sorry about that, Abraxas. Why don't you just tuck into cover here? We almost got hubrised. But we're fine. Scars build character, probably. Nah, we'll just play it safe. Sorry, bud. Thank you, Reb. Which just leaves you. Oh, for goodness sake. I mean, I could just miss this guy, but that's a waste of perfectly salvageable materials. Boo! Alright, screw it. Guys! Alright, okay. Hold. Yeah, that's fine. Just hang tight. I mean, to be fair, it does actually really kind of feel like he's trying to book it. Just a shame for him, enemies don't actually have exit grids. Which would make sense in a scenario like this one. I mean, again, once it's clear they're not going to win, logically, things should shift so that instead they're simply trying to deprive us of prizes. Destroy the trucks, retreat off the field. And we're good. Got a little careless with the Raximus, but otherwise not bad. That's a solid 300k and change for relatively minimal work. Not to mention, of course, assorted stat boosts for our squad. And maybe even a medal or two. Possible Crimson Heart for Abraxas. But yeah, overall, if I were to suggest how to improve this mission, it would be adding like a second stage objective, either preventing them from destroying the trucks and retreating once the initial ambush ended, or having to hold out against an additional wave or 3 as they call in reinforcements. Or if you really want to ramp things up, maybe have them call in an airstrike to destroy the convoy once the ambush has started, requiring the player to split attention between both dealing with the escort and unloading the trucks and getting things to a safe distance. Though, I mean, sometimes a milk run's just a milk run. You know, you don't have to overcomplicate things. Alright, not bad. Solid cash infusion. Couple of injured, but a lot of gain to show for it. Let's get back to base. Oh, and of course this is excommunicado, so... Right, we'll immediately sell off the supplies, that's 300k. We'll transfer the corpses to Phoenix Point for engineering. And I might sell off these 3 agents. There's no real reason for us to keep them. Yeah, let me take care of that real quick. I'll also swap out our squad while I'm at it. One sec. And we're back. Squad's reset, supplies shuffled. So once again, pushing up the clock. We'll at least try to clear a few more projects. Try to bank a few more upgrades. Secton corpse analysis done. Not a huge deal, but every little bit helps. Actually, with Scions in the mix, that is a valuable upgrade. Sectons are a joke, right up until they aren't. And research complete. Mars Combat Platform. The Mars, Mechanical Armed Recon System, is a remote-controlled armored vehicle small enough to be carried inside a dropship. Faster, tougher, and better armed than any soldier, it would be a worthy addition to our tactical teams. This vehicle is designed primarily for scouting work. Compact and highly mobile, it can advance in front of your soldiers to sight enemies and draw out overwatch fire. Given its strong armor and relatively rugged construction, it is significantly more resilient to alien weapons than the average human. When it does encounter enemies, the Mars usually has 2 methods of dealing with them. The more mundane option is the auto rifle, little more than a standard infantry rifle with a high-capacity magazine and better recoil stabilization. The other option is the rocket pod, mounted atop the vehicle. Although the Mars can only carry 6 rockets into battle, each of these is tipped with a powerful incendiary warhead that will demolish almost all terrain within its sizable blast radius. Though it only deals mediocre damage against enemy units, it is very effective at breaking their armor. Additional weapon variants are also available should you wish to experiment further. Finally, note that Mars is heavy enough to be able to smash through most walls and cover objects as if they were not there. This has obvious tactical utility, and a canny commander can also use this vehicle to create paths for nearby soldiers to use. Huh, okay, wow, that actually sounds a lot more appealing than I thought it would. I might look at actually making one for each squad. Oh, sentry gun. Although I shall refrain from commenting on the pathetic attempt to defend our previous facility from the cleaners, I nonetheless thought it prudent to bolster our defensive options. Perhaps these efforts will help avoid a repeat of such failures. Thus, I present the sentry gun, an affordable and robust vehicle intended specifically for protecting our bases. Being a far simpler design than the Mars, it is significantly faster and cheaper to manufacture, while still retaining most of the combat performance. Much of the simplification arises from the use of wheels rather than tracks for propulsion. This reduces overall cost and complexity, while also providing the weapon with an elevated firing position that improves accuracy. The downside of this design is that the sentry gun is prone to toppling over when traversing uneven terrain. It is therefore unsuitable for general combat use, and should be deployed only on the flat concrete floors of our facilities. This makes sentry guns a specialized tool. Though perhaps unnecessary in many situations, these inexpensive vehicles are nonetheless a highly effective way to bolster the defensive garrison of a base, particularly where living space is tight. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and get the next plot project going. And let's check the cost on those vehicles. Oof, 250k. Yeah, that's a bit... 40k, that's not bad. But I think both are still a bit beyond our means right now, since our main priority at the moment should be getting that second batch of interceptors up and running. But yeah, I think I would like to get one Mars combat platform for each base, and then maybe like 2 or 4 sentry guns. But that's long term. Oh. Medium UFO. Cargo ship? I'm not sure what the categories are in Xenonauts. It's been too long. Yeah, I mean, oh gosh. I'd feel a lot better about this if we could double team it, but we've got to at least try. Destroyer. I don't suppose we can luck out on auto? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's get in there. Oh, yeah, that is a whole lot heftier, and it's got a rear arc. Though, hopefully the extra size comes with slower turning speed. We'll see if we can stay in its blind spot, or do strafing runs. Missile out. Oh wow, yeah, look at how slowly this thing turns. That is a huge advantage for us. Though, on the downside, our missiles barely scratch this thing. We really need something capable of carrying those heavier missiles. Oh geez, okay. Cutting it really close here. Shoot. How do we... Alright, let's try turning into it, maybe? Yeah, we'll kind of juke left while turning. Try to drift into it. No, that definitely did not work out how I wanted it to. Okay, well, what if we... What if we just get more distance here? Yeah, if we had a second interceptor in the mix here, this would be a whole lot easier. We could kite it with one while hammering it with the other, but with just one, we're stuck literally going in circles. All right, let's try turning into it again. Hey, there we go. Sort of. All right, we got to change things up. We'll try to punch through. Oof. Armor's out. Health at 2/3. Chipped off half its armor. We cannot afford to punch through it again, but I think I actually see how we... Oh, shit. Unless we run out of fuel, in which case, I guess fall back. So that is yet another variable I have to keep track of, is combat fuel consumption. Noted. Noted. That... You know what? That didn't turn out the way I wanted, but it was still a good learning experience. Come on back, Angel One. Man, it really would have been great to take that thing down. Our first destroyer mission. Can we get Angel 2 on that? Oh, actually. Angel 1's almost back up to full spec. Minus 30% on health, but... You know what? I am very curious to see if the damage we already inflicted is persistent. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, that is good to know. So in theory, if a ship is just lingering around, we can do multiple runs on it, which will be great once we get those heavier missiles fitted, because then we can do multiple strafing runs on heavier targets. Stay ahead of it. This is good practice. Oh boy. Oh gosh, Afterburner really burns fuel fast. I mean, I guess that does make sense. Okay, this will have to do. Here we go. You wanna launch? No? Alright, that's fine. Oh yes, armor out. Hull down almost a fifth. Not bad. Oh, come on. One more run might actually do it, especially if we can get those missiles out. Nice, 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 nice. Juke. Got him below half. Oh, come on. Come on, we're so close. Yeah, knew that was coming. Alright, come on back. Let's hope we get a third shot at it. See, the missiles really would have helped there. I'm not sure why they... Oh. Oh. Wait. Did we force that, or was it going to do that anyway? Oh man, I wish we had actually taken it down forcefully, because that would have softened up the resistance. We have no idea what's guarding this thing. Like, if it's sectons and civilians, we're fine, but... You know what, we're going to have to call it here. We'll hit the pause button for now. I am going to fully kit our guys out with everything we've got available. And we will pick up here next time, where something is definitely getting destroyed. Let's just hope it's not us. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Eerie V23, Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.